This episode of the Killa podcast is brought to you by the Carolina Renaissance Festival. Are you sick and tired of regular everyday life bogging you down? Well, come escape into a 16th century wonderland where most, or maybe even all, of your Renaissance era fantasies can come true. Are you bored of cars and modern plumbing? Do you love day drinking and ruining a pair of shoes? Do you enjoy having very limited food options for 3 to 7 hours? If so, then come on down to the Carolina Renaissance Festival, where they have hot guys that can do handstands and large breasts squished into tiny corsets. It's the only place where mixing modern drugs with ancient tradition is embraced. That's carolina.renfestinfo.com/KillaB. Again, that's carolina.renfestinfo.com/KILLABEE. Get your tickets today.
Fuck what you heard!
What's up, guys?
Let's get retarded.
Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to last week's episode. I do apologize for all the mouth noise. That was the second, third time, whatever. That was the second or third time that I ever used a mic for the podcast. And I used an instrument mic to record it so you could hear a lot of wind from me breathing and a lot of weird mouth noise, which I'm still learning my software and I'm learning this stuff. This is obviously the first time I've ever had any video at all, so I hope you guys will bear with me and go and be brave as hell with me. So yeah, I'm still learning how to do it all. So if you listen to the pod and you maybe have a critique or a suggestion about some stuff about the sound, whether it be unwanted noise or the podcast just isn't loud enough, you can direct message me or you can email the podcast at, I don't know why I made this the email, but it is KILLLLA mail the number 88 at Gmail. KILLLLA mail 88 the number at Gmail. You can email or you can just fucking message me because it's 2024, so you can do that. Maybe once I build momentum again, I'll start a Patreon account. But right now, I got 15 listens on the last episode and still counting, so that's cool. But I don't have enough listeners to start a Patreon, but I want to make money. I want to buy more mics. a better podcasting mic arm, because this is really for recording my guitar amp. But the Patreon, I don't know what I would do for it. Maybe just even more uncensored episodes. Maybe I can do hate speech or slurs, or maybe people can put in a request for a cover, a song to cover, and I'll give it a shot, dude. I'm okay. So if it's a hard song, then I probably can't learn it if it's too hard. So be realistic. That's the theme of the pod, be realistic. And I just made that up just now. So yeah, if you have any critiques, just fucking let me know. Go follow the podcast Instagram. That is the Killa Bee Podcast on Instagram. Go follow it. It's a new page. I just made it. I made 2 episodes. Then I was like, okay, let's fucking finally make an Instagram for the podcast. So that's up. You can go follow it. Fucking go follow it. Share something. Have fun. And the most important thing is be brave. What else was I gonna say? Oh, obviously, this is the first time I've done video. So, this is new. I have my phone on a tripod on my bed, pointed at me, and this is my bedroom. I know this corner looks fucked up, but there's a lot of cords right there. And my pedal board, which is not normally out, is currently out. I've been practicing with it, so that's cool. And that's basically all I have as far as updates on the pod. Again, this is going to be another short episode. I've been doing 20 minutes because it's nice. I think it's easier to listen to, and I don't like doing solo podcasts, so it's nice for me and it's nice for you guys. I think it's easy for people to digest, and like I've been saying since the literal beginning, I want to have guests. So I'll go through just a couple things that have been on my radar that I've been thinking about and looking about and thinking about. So Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. This was a boxing match, and people don't even really watch boxing anymore. So I don't know why I care, because everyone likes the UFC so much more, and the UFC is more exciting, 100,003%, dude. But anyways, Ryan Garcia, dude, he's been off the deep end recently. He's been posting on his Instagram about the Illuminati and Satan and all these things that he's seen. I think he talked about Bohemian Grove or whatever the fuck. He's been talking about Bohemian Grove, and I don't even know if he talked about that, but he's been saying a lot of secret society Illuminati stuff on his Instagram. But anyways, the point that I'm making is that people have been writing him off as crazy and on drugs. And in those people's defense, he has been he has been chugging alcohol on his Instagram, and this entire fight camp for Devin Haney, he's been posting videos of himself chugging alcohol, which I personally think is pretty cool as a professional athlete and someone who's in the spotlight. And let me also say, this guy is like, he's beautiful, dude. Fighters usually look ugly, but this guy, the Lord blessed him. I'll say that, dude. He has a perfect hairline and a perfect jawline, brother. So people have been writing him off. Devin Haney is regarded as one of the best in the world at the moment. Best jab maybe in the world right now, but everyone expected Ryan to lose, and Ryan got in there and like a cobra. That he's like a cobra with that fucking left hook, dude. He dropped Haney, I think, 6 times in the fight, and it did go to decision, but Ryan won by like overwhelming majority votes. And a lot of the critics on Instagram and I see them on TikTok, but a lot of these people talked mad shit about Ryan before this fight, but Ryan came out swinging, so that's pretty cool. And speaking of critics, dude, last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, I don't know when I'm going to drop this episode, but Dana White posted a video addressing all the critics that talked shit about the UFC 300 card before UFC 300 started. I don't remember what Dana said in the video, but it was pretty funny. He showed clips of all these critics saying that the card was just a regular card and it's a disgrace for 300. But the first clip that he played was poking fun at Brendan Schaub, which I think is funny. If you're in the podcast, like just in the know-how, then you know why that's funny. Another thing, I'm just finding shit to talk about so I can make this more than 8 minutes. But shout out to 33 and a third Records in Statesville. They are shutting down. They're not going to be here anymore because small business can't survive in Statesville. If you've never been to Statesville, then it's about 30,000 people, and the only way you can keep a business going is if you sell liquor. And that's just the cold, hard truth of Statesville. If you want to open a business or even make money at your bartending job, then you should go about 30 minutes south towards Charlotte or the lake, because those people have money. They're impossible to be around, but they have money. So that's a big thing. If you want to survive in Statesville, you have to be Walmart, Dollar General, McDonald's, or Chili's. That's the only way to make it. So fucking don't come here with your creative idea or your philosophy to make the community stronger, because the truth is you cannot do it unless you sell alcohol. And that's just, I'm sorry. I bet even Chili's and Dollar General at the Statesville stores, I bet they have a hard time staying afloat because people either don't go there or they just steal so much. And Statesville's home. It's where I'm from, and I don't make the rules for this place. I just live here. But shout out to the skate park, because we do have a skate park now. I don't know if it's officially open, but we have one. So shout out to all the people that got that instated. I don't know if that's a word. Shout out to all, shout out to all the people that really got that going. I saw on Instagram that they're actually pouring concrete for the skate park, and I haven't been there yet because I haven't skated. I have a skateboard right here, but I have not skated in more than a year. I pulled my growing the last time I skated, and I took a break and never went back. So that's pretty cool. the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I end this is they found Jesus Christ they
Pussy.
they found slaves in Maine, in Bangor, I think it's called Bangor, Maine. The authorities received a call from these houses around a certain property, and police went to investigate that. And on this property, these people had been growing illegal marijuana. I do believe you can have marijuana in Maine, but this grow operation was not legal. It was also Chinese owned. Don't know if that's relevant, but the police investigated and they found these workers who were who claimed that they were there against their will, that the owners had taken their passports and not let them have communication outside of the property. There's one worker there, I believe another Chinese worker, who said that he was in New York City when he was offered a meal and a meal and pleasure. He who can turn down a meal and pleasure? He took the offerer up, and he was abducted and forced into slave labor and forced to grow weed. So they got slave weed in Maine. And I thought that was, interesting. The Chinese, dude, they're getting after it. The ship that crashed into the bridge in Baltimore was Singapore based. So I don't know what's going on, dude, but if I were you, I would go buy batteries right now. Batteries and a flashlight and probably cans of whatever fucking soup you like. But anyways, that's all I have. That's the episode. This is short. This is probably 12 minutes or so. So that's all I have, man. If you watched this, do know this is the first time I've ever actually recorded the podcast on video. I got this new mic. I got a SM58. I have this stupid fucking mic arm. I have my sound pad, which is cool.
Pussy. You're a pussy. Pussy. You're a 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 pussy.
So that is where I'm at, brother. There's gonna be more to come. I want to do guest only. So that's got to schedule it with people, and I have to travel with all this stuff. I don't really have the space to have guests on in here. I guess I could kind of make it work, but I don't think I would have a good... If there were two people in this room, I don't think I would have a good angle or good lighting or just anything I need to make the episode watchable. But I'm working on it, dude, so we're getting there. Thank you for listening or watching. You're a fucking real fan, dude, and I do like you. I do like you, and you are brave. Thank you. Bye.
Fucking time! Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time! I didn't think so. 今日はおからめにしましょう。